All right, man. Wrapping up. Still got another hour to go. Stay with us here. Riley's sitting in. I want to talk about what you think are the expectations for Utah State, BYU, and Utah. We'll start with your Aggies. Do the Aggies have any first-team All-Packers?
He's a first-team All-Whacker.
Oh, really? Did you guys set that up?
Maybe.
I think you did.
Never.
Do they have any first-team All-Packers?
I think you set that up. I think there's been
He's a first-team
conversations.
All-Whacker.
There's been conversations.
Come on, who's going to be a first-team
Who is that guy
All-Packer?
that keeps saying that garbage? Who is that guy?
He's a first-team All-Whacker.
Ow.
That's going to go on your tombstone.
True words have never been spoken.
So with that in mind, what type of talent do they have to compete in the Pac-12 this year?
Well, here's the good news. With Bronco there, love Bronco or hate Bronco, he has always established really clear expectations as to what he wants from his players. And that's one of the things that I really admire about Bronco. Even when he was the defensive coordinator at Snow College in 1992, when I was playing at Snow College, he was the D coordinator. Mm-hmm. The expectations were always clear. It's just been part of the magic of his coaching is there's never a question of what he expects out of you. So in your second year, you start to really, really like hone that in with the players, and they start to embrace it. Uh-huh. Now, you may not like the way he presents it. You may not like the way it goes, but it comes back. And did you notice that Eric Kerr this morning talked about authenticity again?
It caught my ear. Yes,
right.
It did.
Like, this is what I like, because you can be authentic and be Eric Kerr. You can be authentic and be Bronco Mendenhall, or you can be authentic and be Kyle Whittingham, or you can be authentic and be Morgan Scalley. And Kalani is very authentic. That's why they're good coaches, because they coach hard, but they're also true to who they are. So that's what I love about Bronco. I think McKay Hillstead, I think he's a great talent, and I think he fits in with the mentality of Utah State. A little bit of a chip on your shoulder. He transferred down to BYU. He's now back at Utah State. It's a chip on your shoulder mentality. He's also very talented. He's a very good quarterback, and I like the pieces that they're starting to put together. I mean, you know Jan Jorgensen. He's always been a friend of the program and a friend of us.
Good dude.
I've talked to him quite a bit. He's much more excited about this season than last season, because it takes a minute.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't just turn a program around in a year. There are going to be consistently good football teams at Utah State for years to come.
Cool.
And you know what my best indicator of that is?
What?
Is that Bronco moved all of his horses and all of that stuff from his ranch in Montana down to Wellsville. He doesn't have plans on leaving.
Said the people at New Mexico.
I don't think he's leaving. He didn't bring all his horses down to New Mexico.
No. Well, I don't think New Mexico has horses, though.
They don't? What do they have? Chupacabras? What's the name of that little raccoon that's like deformed?
Jimothy.
Jimothy's from New Mexico, isn't he?
Have you seen the Jimothy thing, PK?
Have you seen it?
No.
Dude, there's this raccoon. There's a raccoon that, like, for some reason,
it looks like an alien.
He's born with a deformity. He has these huge, long legs and this really short, compact body.
Completely opposite of what an actual raccoon looks like.
And he's got this big face. I mean, they even have videos of, like, when he was a baby and the mom's being all, like, helping him out because he's, like, just he has, like, a deformity. And he does, like, the first time I saw it, I thought he was a chupacabra.
No, everybody was like, what is that?
It's crazy.
So you're making fun of physically deformed creatures?
Just animals.
Okay, I just want to see where you guys are coming from.
We don't make fun of you.
I just want to see. Well, some people. Well, no, I'll just leave that alone.
I see where you're going there. I see what you did there. So anyway, so there's no horses in New Mexico. We've established. Just
right,
Jimothy.
he moved his horses. Oh, well, he's over 60 now, so you'd have to think that this would be it. And Logan suits him. That's the kind of town you'd think he would.
I think it really does suit him. I mean, when he coached, he always had this stern. When he was the defense coordinator at Snow College when I was there, he always had this stern, like, kind of look to him.
Serious.
And feel like I wouldn't have messed with him. Like that guy that was up talking in his face. Like I was like, well, that was a career. That was just a bad career choice from the very beginning because I don't think anybody wants to fight Bronco. I mean, that dude is named Bronco for a reason. Like you don't want to fight Bronco, but he fits into the Utah State persona better than anywhere to me that he's been.
I can see that. Knowing what I know of him, I was a beat writer, covered him all those years.
He's just hard nosed. Very very disciplined. A very pragmatic approach to everything that he does. So I love the fit. And I think Bronco's a fantastic coach.
Are they bowling this year?
Yes.
Okay, there it is. Utah State in a bowl game. And
No question.
hopefully for them, it's not the New Mexico game because he couldn't ride his horses on the off day.
Well, you don't want to go to New Mexico if you're Bronco at all. He might not ever go there again in his life.
I wouldn't be surprised. They don't like him down there.
Yeah.
All right. Utah.
But New Mexico just wants an excuse to hate Utah State anyway. There's a healthy little rivalry there.
Yeah, and it's going to be done because they're staying behind, right?
Yep.
Two words. Bowl eligible.
Better not use that in Michigan.
Well, I'm just saying this for Utah State. You can.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, well, once they get to 6, we got to play that on that following Monday. Utah, quietly thinking maybe not quietly, that playoff is a possibility.
You think that? The people think that?
I think they think that. I would say probably not.
I feel like that's just a little bit of a stretch. But I don't know why I'm chomping at the bit for the Morgan Scally tenure at the University of Utah. I think it's going to be very good, and I think it's going to have a different feel than it's had under Kyle, which is not a bad thing. It's just different. Like, different doesn't always have to be bad. It's just different. It will be different. There will be a different fingerprint on this program. Not from the standpoint of, like, toughness and playing hard-nosed football, but Morgan just has a personality that's willing to get out there and get ahead of things, and I think it's going to be a little bit more fun. I think you're going to feel the fun come back to the Utah program. Yeah. It's always fun to win.
As Majerus would say, fun is winning.
Well, and I think Morgan is going to win. I do think they're a year away from competing for the Big 12 championship and playoff spots. They just lost too much.
Yeah,
they lost a lot of coaches too. Like
they did, yeah.
And Morgan is well connected. He knows a lot of coaches. I trust him implicitly to be able to hire the coaches that he needs. They also lost some key players that went to Michigan. He's got a plug, and he's got to play with some guys. But he's going to rebuild that depth and rebuild that program. And I shouldn't even say reload that program. But I think it's a year away from what everybody is expecting.
But still, minimum 8.
Yeah. I would say 9 wins.
Yeah. I can see that.
Like, I don't know how the under-over works, but you set it at 8.5.
Yeah.
Would you take the over or the under?
I'm inclined to say over.
Yeah, I am too. I think they can win 9 games.
If Dampier stays upright.
Fair enough.
If he's healthy.
Yeah, but Ficklen's pretty good too.
Yeah, I'm not so sold on him. I mean, as a runner and a dynamic athlete, yeah, I want to see him lead a team in the pocket, getting the ball downfield, because that's the way you have to do it.
Well, I think there's also a real big difference between coming in a couple of games and making a couple of big runs and making a couple of nice throws,
right.
and then having a defensive coordinator plan for you all week.
Yes.
There's a
I
big
haven't seen
difference.
it. It's nothing against him.
No,
it's just that I haven't seen it.
Exactly. And it's like Kerr said, like, this new I can't even remember what it's called that they all have access to. Like you can get every game for like the last 3 years from every single team from like Division II through the NFL on the program that they have. There's no hiding.
Right.
And everybody has access to it. So it's not like so if and when Ficklin gets a chance to play, like they're going to have so much film on him. It's different to have a defense coordinator actually planning for you than coming in and like making a couple plays because you fit a little bit different in that offense. And like you said, I'm not being critical of Ficklin, but I don't think we've seen enough to say he's really, really, really good.
He's a dynamic athlete. We know
I
that.
will tell you that Dampier is a really, really good quarterback, and especially, we were all critical of like his arm strength and there are a couple of limitations there, but he's overcome them very well, and he knows how to lead a football team.
Oh yeah, he's a great leader. He's charismatic.
I think part of the reason why Ficklin stayed is because they're buddies. Believe it or not.
I think he's the best leader at quarterback that they've had since Brian Johnson.
You don't think Cam Rising was a good leader?
Yes, I do.
And you think he's better than Cam Rising?
Now that's biased because I think he's a better interview, but Rising was very good. Rising was a baller.
Yeah, and
he gave you everything he had.
When we talk about leadership, we're talking about like getting the most out of the guys around you. To me, I mean, I put him up there with Rising. I think Rising is probably
I'm fine with that.
The best. But you know what though? I'll say this: Dampier might overtake him this year if he has another season like he did last year.
He's just a smaller dude. He's got to stay healthy. Of course, Cam was bigger and was hurt all the time, unfortunately.
Right.
Cam had the best great, tragic football career in Utah history.
And without that late interception at Florida, I think his senior year? Well, we don't know what his senior year was like, but that tragic interception at the very end, like I think he would have gone down as one of the all-time greats if they get that win.
He was a winner.
Yep.
I love the way he balled and laid it out there at all times.
I think it was Kyle's favorite quarterback.
Might be. Run through a wall.
He just loved his leadership.
Yeah.
It's the only quarterback that I've seen that Kyle kind of let him be a little bit of a gunslinger. All the other quarterbacks, he didn't really let him.
Yeah, but that's all in context. He only had 2 300-yard passing games. I think it was only 2, and both of them were against the crappy USC defense.
It's just fun to beat USC.
It is. But when we say cut loose, that's Kyle's version of cut loose.
Right. Fair enough.
Yeah. And so
But
Morgan
it just
has
felt like
promised
they
more.
threw more.
He's intimated that we will see more. He's led us to the water, and now we'll see if we can drink it. He's told us that we're going to see more.
I think that you will naturally see more because I don't think that I think that Morgan is a little bit more collaborative in approach. Like, hey, he may every once in a while get on the phone and go, hey, Kevin, why are we doing this? What is your thought process? Let me know your thought process on what we're doing right now. And, and if
Kyle didn't do that?
No. Run the ball.
What did he say one time to Troy Taylor up in the press box?
I don't know. I don't know what the words were.
That is what they call NSFW, sir.
Which button do I push here if we say that out loud?
No. There's this thing right here. You see this big red button?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't want to push that today.
I'm just saying, if we say what was said, that button will be
Do you know what was said? You do.
No, I don't.
You were told.
Here's what I'll say.
You told me.
Here's what I'll say. I understand the meaning of what was said.
A safe way to.
I just, and look, I think early in Kyle's career, I was a little bit critical of that. That made me really, really frustrated because I love offense and I love seeing good offense. And then it's been really weird because I've come around to Kyle. One of the things that I really respect about Kyle is he knows enough about the history of college football and the history of coaches getting fired and all that kind of stuff that he knew that if the ship ever went down, he wanted to know that it was because of the decisions that he made, not the decisions that somebody else made.
Yeah.
It was his ship. And if the ship went down, he was okay with the ship going down because it was his decision. And if the ship was sailing and doing some amazing things, that was also because of his decisions.
Yeah, the winningest coach in Utah football history.
You can't argue with that. And although he thinks all quarterbacks are prima donnas, and he thinks that even me, and even though he thinks that passing the ball, what's the old phrase, like three things can happen when you throw the ball, and 2 out of 3 are bad.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of his attitude. That's his prerogative as the head coach. I feel like that's his prerogative. And so I've come around as a defender of him rather than a critic of the way he ran his program.
BYU, do they make the playoff or not? Yes. Yes.
I don't know.
No, he backed off in 2 seconds. Must be something about being in that chair.
No. BYU is very good. I'm concerned about the wide receiver room.
Fair?
They gotta have a dynamic person there. Obviously, LJ is good. Obviously, there's continuity on the offense. People go, well, all they did was like really run the ball last year anyway, but that was because I felt like there were some limitations with Bear. But he also had two really, really good receivers that like made clutch plays that made.
Kingston had 950 yards receiving, didn't he?
Yeah, and then Chase was just clutch on making big catches, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if they
Carson Ryan had 600. They threw the ball.
If they use that same formula, who's Carson Ryan, who is Parker Kingston, and who is Chase Roberts in that offense? Well, I think
they got the Carson Ryan opportunities there, but we're unknown on the receivers. I mean, they have to acknowledge that, and it's up to the individuals
and I'm not saying
step up.
I'm not saying that some of those guys can't step up. Yeah, I'm just looking at it going, which one does?
I mean, it's like
I don't know
Ficklin. We
which
haven't
one does.
seen it, so we have a little apprehension. Receiver-wise, they got some size. Who's it going to be? The coaches can only put him in the position, but the individual has to go do it.
Right.
Who's it going to be?
I don't think the coaches necessarily thought Parker Kingston was going to be what Parker Kingston was.
Right.
But he just kept making plays, and then they build confidence, and then all of a sudden you're off and running. So it doesn't mean that it can't. It doesn't mean that it can't happen with this group. I just have no idea. And I'll tell you who would have a better idea is the players in the locker room. They're like, hey, dude, this guy is freaking legit, and he's going to make plays for us. And this guy's legit. But I don't know that I'm hearing a lot of that. At least not enough smoke to make me think there's a fire there. And then now flipping to BYU defensively, I am a huge Poppinga fan. I really like him. I do think there is some nuance to calling defense, and I do think that there's a little bit of a step back defensively before it gets really good. And so, as we're thinking out loud.
Yeah, they got Arizona week 2.
And we're thinking out loud. I mean, he's going to be tested, and people are going to be a little bit more brazen in their approach than they were with Jay, because I think people had a real healthy respect for Jay.
Oh, yeah.
So
Long track record.
People are going to test Poppinga early and often. Oh, you think you can do that? Do you know what the adjustment is to that? Can you actually adjust to, if you're going to bring the heat, that I've got this little smoke screen that's going to hurt you? Can you really adjust to that? Do you know how to mix it up on me enough that I have to worry and be on my toes a little bit? So I think Poppinga is capable of doing that? Yes. But to be a really nuanced and great defensive coordinator, I think it takes a little bit of refinement. And Jay had that luxury while he was at Weber State University to kind of refine what he thought.
Which he tells you.
Right. He told us in our interview.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so Brady's going to be learning on the run. There's going to be some things. There's going to be some
Kelly, but yeah.
Sorry, Kelly. Yeah. There's going to be some heartburn for BYU fans every once in a while defensively.
Well, they got Arizona week 2, man.
It's not going to be perfect.
And you got a great passer.
It's not going to be perfect. You're going to feel some heartburn, but I do think he's up to the task. Okay. And I do think they have the athletes there. And give credit to BYU. Some of their best recruiting last year took place when Jay left on keeping the majority of their players.
No question.
That was a huge deal. That
Yeah.
they didn't lose a bunch of those guys.
Right? Yeah.
Because a bunch of those guys could have gone with Jay.
Like they did at Utah.
Right?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what happens. Coach Papinga is going to have an opportunity to really, really show what he's learned in his 20-year tenure as a coach.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that he can't do it. I'm just saying that it's nuanced. Like being the play caller is a little bit nuanced.
Understood. Until you've done it. Okay, there you go. That's a recap of the 3 teams in the state of Utah. From Riley Jensen, our first team all-performer.
He's a first team all whacker.
Yes, he is.
Stay with us. We'll recap what we've been talking about this morning in 97.5 KSL Sports Zone.